Hi, Cantor. Welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-August 2025 love reading. Thank you to those of you who have liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridge and the gap spread. And the way it works is we'll look at the past, present, future energies between you and your main love interest. After that, we'll pull oracle cards to help with the bridge and the gap dynamic. As far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel it's a way around your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Five of Staves. So this is Leo energy here, Five of Wands, and it could just be saying that you might have tried to flirt with this person in a playful way, but it just might have backfired for whatever reason. And the reason why I say that is if we look at the two masculine energies in the card, look like they're almost smiling, right? And then look at the feminine energy, she looks pretty serious. So it could just be one of those things where I feel like you might have just tried to flirt in like a good-natured way, but for whatever reason, it might have just completely came out wrong. And we're pretty much just wrapping up a Mercury retrograde, so for some of you, could just be as simple as that. It could have been crossed wires in that regard. Past energy on their side, we have Justice. So yeah, this is a Libran energy here, and this is a bit more of a serious energy too, right? So it could just be one of those things where, again, they might have just been in more of a serious mode, and we're expecting you to have more of a serious approach to things with them in the past as well. Present energy on your side, we have Balance. This is the equivalent of Temperance in traditional tarot, which is Sagittarius energy. So yeah, could just be saying that now you could just be trying to restore the balance in the connection with this person, coming forward, making amends if need be, but it looks like you're actually looking forward to getting the connection back on track. All right, present energy on their side, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, so still a bit of a serious energy here, but I feel like this is saying maybe they'll come across as a little bit more open and receptive, but I feel like at the same time they will kind of let you make things up to them, but possibly almost to the point where they might take it too far, right? But that's what I see with that. All right, and near future on your side, we have the Three of Coins. So Capricorn energy here. And usually the Three of Coins or Three of Pentacles is an energy that points heavily toward collaboration, right? Building something together, something long-lasting, stable. And what always stands out to me with this deck is if we look at the person's facial expression, they don't look all that happy and they're alone as well, right? So it could just be one of those things where because of these dynamics right now, you might start to feel like you're the only one who's actually putting in genuine effort to build the connection up. All right, and future energy on their side, we have the Seven of Swords. So Seven of Swords points to deception in a lot of decks, but this one more than any, I feel like it points more to self-deception, right? Because what stands out to me is if we look at this person, they don't necessarily look all that happy, and we see the empty table around them, right, with all the swords pointing inward. So I feel like this is saying that they might come to the realization that they do have a tendency to push others away. So it could just be one of those things, right? So, like I said, it seems like, yeah, maybe you did do something or say something that came across the wrong way in the past, but then it seems like when you want to put a genuine effort to restore things, it feels like they might take it a little bit too far and kind of take advantage of that mentality to, almost play the victim a little bit too much, to where you start to feel like, okay, well, now I'm the only one giving to the connection, right? And they might come to that realization that, that's a cycle that they need to stop. All right. Bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Seven of Cups. So Scorpio energy here. So yeah, it could just be saying that, for better or worse, you might find yourself thinking about this person a lot, right? So again, even though it looks like you could get to this point of frustration where you feel like, okay, I'm the only one who's making a genuine effort here, it feels like you will still be led by your thoughts about this person to continue to put that effort in. Bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Five of Pentacles. So Five of Pentacles energy is often an energy of people going through a bit of a rough stretch with each other, but the artwork in this deck always stands out to me where it looks like definitely a much more light and playful energy, right? So to me, this says that ultimately, yeah, maybe they will, again, like I said, it looks like they have to go through a bit of a growth cycle there and realizing the role that they're playing and pushing others away in certain dynamics. And I feel like this is saying that once they get on the other side of that, it looks like they will try to actually restore the balance between the two of you and come across with a more light, playful energy. But we'll see what the Oracle cards add to the mix. First, we'll see what we get from the Messages of Love Oracle card deck. I'll give this a few shuffles, and then we'll cut the deck and pull a card. Alright, we'll take this card here. And next we'll do the same thing with the Wisdom Oracle deck. So I'm going to give this a few shuffles now. Okay, and we'll take this card here. Get this out of the way, and we'll take a look at the Messages of Love card first. It's getting a little messy over here. But, alright, we have Time Apart. It says, some distance will help bring clarity. So yeah, and I do have to say, I feel like ultimately, it seems to be more of, for this person's benefit, right? Where, like I said, it seems like they'll come to that realization that, okay, yeah, what role am I playing in pushing others away, right? So that could be what helps for them to get the clarity. And then for you, maybe you might actually find yourself missing this person if there is a little bit of distance between the two of you during that time. But it looks like it is for the overall benefit of the connection. All right, and we have Thinker. There's the artwork. The number is 44. We'll see what this has to say. All right, the relationship message says love is not logical, but when you choose a partner, it is good to have things in common other than desire. This is a time to weigh the pros and cons of your partnership. If there is enough common ground, go for it. If not, there are other fish in the sea. Don't force it to work. And should others tell you who they are, take them at their word. Now is not the time to indulge in a fantasy. No matter what, in this case, the facts are the facts. So yeah, so definitely an interesting message there, right? Because ultimately that might have to be the point that you arrive at, right? Where you do start to weigh those pros and cons and say, okay, am I the only one who's actually putting in genuine effort to build this connection here? And like I said, to be fair though, for them, the time apart could help them see things more clearly as well. So I feel like either way, it's saying that it looks like time would be best for both of you, for you to reassess, like, okay, is this going to be something I could build? And then if they're willing to look at their role in things and how it splits things apart and pushes others away, then maybe there'd be some room for improvement down the line. But hopefully that resonates with you guys. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.